Welcome back, everybody, to another edition of TBBAT's Coffee Break with Drake. Our coffee break segments are where we take a break from going around the world, looking at amazing locations, eating delicious foods, and we have hopefully a nice cup of coffee. What I have here for you is another special edition of Battle of the Brews. What we do in these segments is we try to find out, is it worth spending the extra money on premium coffee when you can get the generic for much, much less. Today we're doing I'm very excited about this because I love these flavorings, these combinations. This is Bones Coffee Company, where if you know me, you know I love Bones Coffee Company. Their flavors are delicious. This is their Salty Siren, and this is Sea Salted Caramel and Mocha, so caramel and chocolate flavors. And battling against it today is the Walmart generic version, generic brands, Bettergoods. Their exact same thing, caramel mocha, chocolate and caramel. Now, we are going to find out in just a minute, is it worth the price? And to give you an idea, there's a huge price difference. So is it worth it? Stick around and find out. Huge price difference? Huge price difference. Huge. $18 versus $6. So you're talking about a $12 difference. Now, as you know, if you've watched my shows, I love Bones Coffee Company. I think they do a great job, not only in their packaging, which looks awesome, but in their coffee. I think they taste good. And I think they hit the flavor notes right. But I was always curious, is it worth spending that money on? $18 for a 12-ounce bag is a lot of money. So I went into Walmart and picked up their generic version, 12 ounces. It's called Bettergoods. And we're going to find out. We're going to brew these up against each other. Now, if you've watched I have done one segment so far. You might be watching these out of order, so who knows. But I put them in here already. The coffee is already preloaded. I'm going to take a minute and mix these up, close my eyes, go back and forth, la-di-da, do-do-do. And all right. We're going to stop. I have no idea which one is which. What we're going to do is we're going to take these little tagaroos and put them on the respective coffee cups so we know which is which. We're going to pop these inside here. And we're going to get a brewing in just a second. Now, I love these segments. I just started doing, but I absolutely love them. I'm going to do all kinds of interesting ones coming up, but I think the most interesting ones are going to be generic versus premium. I will be doing premium versus premium as well, maybe some generic versus generic, but these ones that I'm going to start off with are going to be like this. Very excited about it. This is why I bought 2 brewers, and I will start these up now. Again, what you're seeing here is Hamilton Beach Flex brews on both sides. Now, with these flavored coffees, I've loaded them up with 8 ounces of coffee each to give the flavors a little chance. I've lowered the amount of coffee, but I have a little bit of extra coffee in the baskets. And again, these are awesome because you can switch out the baskets with K-cups if you want. However, I've definitely tended to go away from K-cups and get it into the bagged coffees much, much more. I know it's a little bit more of a pain in the ass, but I enjoy it. You get more for your money. Now, these are both medium roasts, 12 ounces. And this here, Salty Siren, says, this mystical flavor sings in entrancing songs of caramel, chocolate, and sea salt. A delicious brew that you'll have no choice but to fall in love with. Nice thing about them is that it is 100% Arabica coffee, natural and artificial flavors, kosher, and they're part of the Rainforest Alliance. If that is important to you, that's what we have going on here. Now, Bettergoods. Made with Arabica medium roast beans, this smooth and indulgent caramel mocha coffee blends rich chocolate notes with sweet buttery caramel, which is complemented by the deep toasted notes from the bean. Medium roast right in the middle, chocolatey and caramel. Arabica coffee. I can't fucking say that word. Arabica coffee, natural and artificial flavors, distributed by Walmart. Made with Arabica medium roast beans. It's just the same thing on the bottom. On the back, this is what better coffee tastes like. If you're not completely satisfied, you can return this. Brewing instructions, they're saying 6 ounces. filtered with 1 tablespoon of ground coffee. That's interesting. A lot of these you're supposed to do 1.5, 2, sometimes even 2.5 to 6 ounces. Now I'm doing 8 ounces, but I'm filling the baskets up with a little bit extra. Now, I will say one thing about Walmart. You can love them or hate them. It's not what this is about. I just wanted a generic brand for the lowest price possible. One of the things I found out in dealing with Walmart, I by mistake, this is a side note, but I bought 2 of these by mistake, the exact same brands, because I kind of went coffee crazy at one point. I went to return one, and the woman told me flat out, they just throw them away. I'm like, I didn't even open the bag up. She's like, yeah, we have no choice. All food returns get thrown out. Just something to keep in mind about Walmart, for better or worse. It's very wasteful when it comes to food. If you're buying your food there, be careful of that. You might even want to consider, if you buy extra, donating it to a pantry before you return it. Just something I learned there. So I'm very excited about this, because as you become more and more of a coffee addict and you go into the flavors, it gets rather expensive. So if you're able to find something that is a lot less expensive, but it gives you the same flavor, that is awesome. Now, these are done brewing. Price difference, it's huge. $18 versus $6, $12 difference. Can you taste the difference? We're about to find out. Now, I've decided I'm going to go into the smell and all that stuff later on from the bags. We're going to pull these off, and I'm going to see what's going on. All right. Now, I'm going to flip these around here. I already have a general idea of what I think might be what based on the brew, but if you can see this, there's a much thicker foam around this coffee, which typically, in my opinion, indicates a premium coffee. So I'm going to guess this is a Salty Siren right off the bat. I might be wrong. We'll see. Now, this one, interestingly enough, does have a ring around it. So there's some foam, not a lot. But I'm going to guess this is Bettergoods, just based on the visual appearance just based on visual appearance. Let's go into smells. Very nice smells coming off this. Very nice, rich chocolate and caramel. And then this one over here. Still got rich chocolate and caramel smells. Very much. These are head-to-head so far in smell. Body, this is a little bit ahead, but that's not really important. What's important is, of course, the taste. There is a slight smell difference, but not by much. And what's really nice from this is it definitely reminds you of wintertime hot chocolate. So based on the smells, I am guessing these are both rich, flavorful, chocolatey coffees, which nothing wrong with that at all. We're going to give this first one a sip. We're getting dark chocolate notes and a little bit of caramel. So far, so good. My guess still so far is this is the Salty Siren. My only problem with this is I'm not a big fan of dark chocolate. And this is definitely like a darker chocolate flavor to it. Not bad. And no points off for that, because to each their own on that. The question is the quality. And there is a little bit, okay, hold on. Light buttery notes on the tongue afterwards. Salty Siren is my guess. Let's go over to Bettergoods. Just because, yeah, oh, there you go. There, definitely some buttery tones in the aftertaste. Just because all that's said and done doesn't mean this is not worth it. If this is actually Bettergoods, and I better hope, for their sake, let's hope this is, because if I just mix these up, they have a lot of problems. Yeah, this is definitely Bettergoods. I'm gonna guess right off the bat. This is Bettergoods because it's a lighter. It's almost like a watered down version of coffee. So it's still very good. This is good. This is something I would drink. Don't get me wrong. And all right, let's go into the flavors. This might be a little bit watered down, but I like these flavors better. And there's got some buttery tones here too. All right, well, I like this flavor better. That doesn't mean anything other than what I like, but this flavor is better. It's almost like it's more of a milk chocolate versus a dark chocolate, if I had to put it in words. But you do taste the chocolate and the caramel. So good job on this Bettergoods, I have to say. If it is Bettergoods, let's find out now, because obviously I'm making assumptions here. I have a feeling. Oh, shit! I am wrong. Holy shit! That is absolutely amazing. I am. I'm shocked. This might not mean anything to you, but if you've watched my shows before, this is shocking. Shocking. Oh my God. Wow. I am stunned. Bettergoods, you just knocked bones on their ass. Wow. Wow. I am wondering if I got the labeling right. I didn't, but wow, wow, wow. So, I'm delightfully surprised. Now, here's what's interesting about it. If you like a darker chocolate and a richer flavor, you're going to want the salty siren. It tastes much different. I don't like that. No, wait, let's go back. Yeah, do that. Now, here's where it gets interesting. If you want a more complex flavor, if you want to taste those dark chocolate tones and get like I said, what you saw, maybe you saw that thicker foam around the side, which to me is indicative of a more richer brew, you're actually going to want the Bettergoods. However, if you want a lighter coffee that's not as, I don't know, little, almost more watered down. I'm very shocked by that. With a more milk chocolatey tones with the caramel, you want the salty siren. So this is very difficult for me because I like the price difference here. I would hope this is the one with the better taste. And it is, but I don't particularly like those darker notes of the dark chocolate. So I'm a little out of whack here with this and very shocked. So I'll try to say this one more time. If you want a richer coffee with the caramel and the chocolate flavors, and the darker chocolate notes, you want the Bettergoods. If you want a lighter flavor, milk chocolatey flavor with a more, I'd almost say watered down texture, you want the salty siren. I don't even know what to say about this. I'm very shocked. I prefer the taste of the salty siren, but I prefer the price of the Bettergoods. So, all right, I'm early on in these reviews of these battles, but I am knocked on my ass, basically. There it is, folks. In this flavored coffee battle between chocolate and caramel, Bettergoods actually wins. You get a richer flavor, a richer coffee for $12 less. 12-ounce bag, $12 less than the salty siren at $18 for 12 ounces. So if you like that richer flavor, that's what you want. But if you want a lighter tone, maybe more milk chocolate and a little bit less rich flavor, you want the salty siren. That being said, I think most coffee drinkers, if you like flavored coffees, would want the Bettergoods. Who knew? All right, sorry, Bones, I still love you, but damn. All right, there you have it. I've been Drake for TBBAT's Coffee Break with Drake. And as always, please like and subscribe if you want to see more of these, more battles. If you have any suggestions on what you'd like to see me battle against each other, please put them in the comments and I will look into it and go out and buy it if I can. I really do enjoy these battles. This is my second one. You might be watching these out of order. I will have others coming up. So yeah, that's it for now. And enjoy your brew. And as we have just learned, price isn't everything. So we'll see you on the next one.